Okay, Mark, our next guest is in a very subdued blue shirt.
Yes.
Thanks. And yeah, I've covered up for you.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with it all.
Big of you. I'm curious also about not to present just yet another damn rug question, but it's kind of neat to see art taken from this prestigious, loftier than thou, super reserved place to something functional and almost craft-like with the rugs. Something that's utilized rather than just to be looked at, to be actually used. Was that really kind of your intent? That it was, you'd mentioned the durability that you'd noticed in your own rug. Was that something that was kind of incorporated in when you came up with that, or was that just kind of a byproduct?
It was something that was, I have to be honest with you, it wasn't totally, I didn't know what I was doing at first when I started making them. I was just kind of curious and investigating. But what sold me on just the idea of people interacting with it, walking on it, was I made this one, I don't know if it's in the show or not, but it's a guy with like X-ray spec, like I redrew this character that I really like a lot. That was in the back of comic books when I was a kid.
X-ray spec guy?
Yeah, he wore X-ray specs. And it was just like a feather over the middle of the lens, so that it gave you this weird outline, and they told you that was you were seeing through somebody's clothes or something. And I love that idea. But I drew that guy on one of the rugs, and I got it from the rug company on Friday night, and I was really excited about it. I took it home and put it at the entranceway of my house. And there was some movie I worked on. It wasn't a great movie. It was called Guy Thing or something. But I liked the director. He was a really nice guy, and that's what made me want to work on the film, because I wanted to work with this guy. And so he was coming over to my house with his wife, and they came over and came in the door, and they had brought this little Maltese dog that they had just gotten. They came in, and the first thing it did is it did one of those butt scoots right across the guy's cheek, and it looked like he had just got a scar right there. All of a sudden, he had this little brown, like streak right across him, and it was pretty good. I was kind of like, I'd only had the rug for like an hour, and I was already being commented on by a goddamn Maltese. But it's like, it made me laugh so much. It made me kind of really enjoy the part, the idea that as a rug, it will be degraded and interacted with, and I just kept imagining all the different things people can do on a rug, anything from praying to, getting rug burns with their girlfriend to, just cleaning your feet, But so I love that part of it. Because paper on the wall is paper on the wall, and it's kind of a little bit precious, and the idea of just your image being, you look down at it instead of looking up at the wall where it's hanging. Something about it just feels really good. Are those hanging on the wall right now?
Yeah, they're kind of behind. I'll show you. Hold on.
Yeah, put one on the floor sometime before the night's over, if they're not already on the floor.
You can't see them from here. I can show you later after we get these people out of the way.
On the flip side of that, I noticed a lot of your images have some sort of computer manipulation and have been printed on what I'm presuming is archival stock. What is that process? I mean, do you go with a sketch and then scan it in and then?
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you, for about, starting somewhere in the early, ever since so starting since like at least 50 years ago, I kind of was drawing like in a small format, because my glasses and my astigmatism and my it's just like looking at a doorknob, so my perspective gets really out of control the bigger a piece of paper. So I draw on small pieces, and then when I was traveling with Devo, I started getting used to drawing on things for like cardstock size, and I made them into a diary because I was commenting. I would make like kind of snitty comments or or funny comments on commentary on the things that were going on in our life, because we were constantly being, like pissed off and amazed and feeling like we were in the most asinine business in the world when we were doing Devo. And so I do that I would show you the guys and we all laugh at them, kind of all just for us. But then I was keeping them in the diary and realized they were kind of like an overview of things that were going on. So it became like, yeah, it's sort of in a way, I mean, it became like an image bank then. And so we put on these cards for like album covers and record sleeves and things for promotions and merchandise and stuff, and to get imagery from. And so I start, I don't have, I happen to like pen and ink. I like brushes with ink. I like brushing ink, and I like, using just any kind of media. Since I originally never planned on showing these ever to people, I never censored myself, especially in the early days. I never censored myself, and I would use whatever technique I wanted to use, and I didn't feel like I had to create a look that would be my look. I just always said, you know what? I don't have to be, I can be totally,
Almost without audience, it seems like.
I can be totally irresponsible and totally open and not censor myself. And I did for a long time. And so I did a lot of stuff that was on paper, because I got bored with being on blank paper, and a long time ago I started really enjoying drawing on old postcards that already have a story written on them. So I go find something interesting, somebody that had to tell his brother that he accidentally shot a brother's mother when he was aiming at a squirrel, and they would write that on a postcard back 100 years ago, send a message along, and then I do artwork over top of it to compliment it. I don't know, so it starts off like images in that big image bank. Then I wanted to do gallery shows, and I got a printer that I could put in my studio. It turned out really easy to go through these books. There's like 300 of them now. These archival books. They have 100 images or so, and I go through and I pick ones that I think, maybe somebody else would like this one too. And I'll pull it out and I'll scan it, and then sometimes I'll manipulate the colors or I'll add into it in Photoshop, or I'll just print it as a card again, and then I'll paint over top of that. So there's no one way it gets done, or that they end up as finished pieces, but it's kind of like whatever I got, ADD or whatever, it allows me to stay active in between writing cues for films or TV stuff.
All right, thanks.